The conclusion, limitations, and future study directions of a thesis are essential to wrap up your research, acknowledge its boundaries, and suggest how future work can build upon it. This process ensures your study is complete, transparent, and forward-looking. To write the conclusion, summarize the main findings and their significance. Focus on answering your research questions or confirming your hypotheses. For example, the study showed that interactive learning methods significantly improve student engagement and academic performance, highlighting the importance of active participation in education. Avoid repeating all the details of your results. Instead, emphasize the key takeaways. For instance, these findings suggest that prioritizing student-centered teaching strategies can lead to better outcomes in diverse educational settings. The conclusion should leave the reader with a clear understanding of what your research has achieved and why it matters. Next, address the limitations of your study. Limitations are the factors that might have affected the results or restricted the scope of your research. For example, this study was limited to a single university, which may not represent the experiences of students in other institutions or regions. Be honest, but don't undermine your work. Instead, explain why these limitations exist and how they could be addressed. For instance, the sample size was relatively small due to time constraints, but larger-scale studies could provide more generalizable results. Acknowledging limitations shows you understand the boundaries of your research and strengthens its credibility. Finally, discuss directions for future studies. Suggest how future researchers can expand on your work to explore new questions or overcome the limitations you identified. For example, future studies could investigate the impact of interactive learning methods across different age groups or cultural contexts to better understand their effectiveness. Be specific and forward-thinking. If your study introduced a new concept or method, suggest ways it can be applied or tested further. For instance, further research could explore how technology can enhance interactive learning in remote education environments. In this section, you can also highlight broader areas for exploration that stem from your findings. For example, while this study focused on education, the principles of active participation could be examined in workplace training programs to improve employee performance. This shows the broader relevance of your work and encourages others to build on it. In summary, the conclusion ties together your findings and emphasizes their importance, the limitations acknowledged. For example, this study contributes to understanding the role of interactive learning in education. The boundaries of your study and the future directions inspire further research. Despite its limitation to a single university, future research could explore its application in diverse contexts, paving the way for more inclusive and effective teaching strategies. By addressing these elements clearly and thoughtfully, you demonstrate the value of your research while encouraging continued exploration in your field.